Welcome to the Sussex Ambassador channel. Please do subscribe for more insightful content. Today, we delve into the intriguing world of royalty, more specifically, the struggle of Prince William for relevance in the public eye. Over the past year, the prince has navigated a labyrinth of public relations challenges, with his efforts seemingly falling on deaf ears. His recent admission that this has been the hardest year of his life speaks volumes about the depth of his struggle. Perhaps it's the weight of royal duties, or maybe it's the constant scrutiny of the media. Whatever the case, this struggle for attention appears to be a steep uphill battle. The prince's efforts to shine in the limelight have been met with an underwhelming response, casting a shadow over his royal status. It seems that Prince William's struggle for attention is not going his way. Prince William has always been known for his PR mastery. Over time, we've seen this royal figure employ a variety of strategies in his quest for more attention. Let's take a closer look. Firstly, he's made several attempts to portray himself as a relatable figure. This included sharing personal anecdotes and insights into his life as a royal, seeking to bridge the gap between the palace and the people. However, these efforts often came off as insincere and calculated, failing to resonate with the public. Secondly, he's tried to align himself with topical issues and causes, hoping to ride the wave of public interest. Yet his involvement often seems superficial, lacking the depth and commitment that truly sparks public engagement. The people are not easily fooled and can see through artifice. Lastly, he sought to leverage his royal pedigree, reminding people of his position in the line of succession. Yet in an era where the monarchy's relevance is increasingly questioned, this approach has not yielded the desired results. It's a clear indication that the value of royal status is not what it used to be. So what does this say about Prince William? It suggests a certain desperation, a need for validation that isn't being fulfilled. It paints a picture of a man so consumed with his own image and public perception that he's lost sight of the true essence of royalty: service to the people. It's a stark contrast to the stoic, dutiful image traditionally associated with the monarchy. It also speaks to his inability to adapt. In a time when the public yearns for authenticity and transparency, his carefully curated image and calculated PR moves are seen as outdated and out of touch. It's a classic case of old wine in new bottles, and the public isn't buying it. Despite his best efforts, Prince William's attempts to gain more attention have largely failed. His PR strategies, while masterfully crafted, have fallen short in the face of a discerning and increasingly skeptical public. It's a sobering reminder that in the world of public relations, sincerity and authenticity reign supreme. Facing the failure of his strategies, Prince William's reaction has been telling. The frustration that has come to light is not merely a momentary flare of temper. It's the simmering discontent of a man who has long been grappling with his diminishing relevance. It's like watching a game of chess where a player accustomed to victory suddenly finds his queen cornered. The shock, the disbelief, the irritation, it's all there, etched in the lines of his royal countenance. Prince William's response to his failed attempts at gaining more attention is a blend of displeasure and frustration. His attempts to seize the spotlight have been met with a lukewarm response, and this has evidently bruised his ego. The prince, who once held the public's fascination in his hands, now finds himself struggling to keep their interest alive. His frustration isn't merely about his failed attempts at public relations. It's about the fact that his strategies, his carefully laid plans, didn't yield the expected results. It's about his inability to adapt to the changing dynamics of public interest and the shifting sands of relevance. It's about the realization that the old tricks of the royal trade are no longer enough to keep him in the limelight. This frustration, this displeasure, is more than just a reaction. It's a mirror reflecting the prince's lack of adaptability. It shows a man who, instead of changing his strategies to meet new challenges, chooses to stew in his discontent. It reveals a prince who, rather than acknowledging his shortcomings and learning from them, prefers to blame his failures on external factors. The prince's reaction to failure speaks volumes about his character. It shows a man who is not accustomed to setbacks, who is not used to having his efforts met with anything less than adulation. These failures have had a significant impact on how the public perceives Prince William. A prince destined to be king is now seen in a different light. The struggle for relevance, the failed attempts to capture the public's attention, and the apparent displeasure and frustration from the prince himself have all woven a new narrative around him. Let's take a moment to examine this decline in public perception. This shift in perception didn't occur overnight. It's the result of a series of missteps, each chipping away at the once unshakable image of the future king. The prince's attempts to gain attention, where he tried to portray himself as the victim, have backfired. The public, known for their discerning eye, have seen through the smokescreen. They've begun to question whether these actions were sincere or just a desperate ploy for attention. Furthermore, his reactions to these failed attempts have done more harm than good. His evident frustration has only fueled the public's skepticism. Instead of sympathizing with the prince, they found his reactions to be unbecoming of a future king. It's as if the mask has slipped, revealing a side of the prince that the public isn't accustomed to seeing. The result is a decline in public perception. The prince, who was once seen as a symbol of stability and tradition, is now viewed with skepticism and doubt. His actions, rather than generating admiration, are causing disillusionment. The public, who once looked up to him, are now looking at him through a critical lens. Prince William's actions have led to a decline in his public perception. It's a stark reminder that even those destined for the throne are not immune to public scrutiny. The prince's struggle for relevance continues, but the question remains, will he be able to regain the public's trust and admiration? Only time will tell. The struggle for relevance continues for Prince William. As we've journeyed through this narrative, we've uncovered the layers of a royal grappling with the harsh spotlight of public scrutiny. Prince William, the elder son of Charles, has been embroiled in a ceaseless quest for relevance, a struggle that has been marked by failed publicity attempts and a rising sense of frustration. Despite being born into a life of privilege and duty, his struggle to remain significant in the public eye has been anything but easy. His attempts to garner more attention, to cement his position as a key figure in the public consciousness, have fallen flat. The PR master, it seems, has lost his touch. His displeasure and frustration at the lack of attention he believes he deserves have been evident. These are emotions that have not only been felt by the prince himself, but also echoed in the public's perception of him. His actions, rather than winning him the adoration of the masses, have instead led to a negative impact on his public image. His struggle for relevance is a dance with the public's fickle attention, a dance that has seen more missteps than graceful strides. It's a dance that continues, with each twirl and dip only serving to highlight his desperation for relevance. Prince William's attempts to navigate the treacherous waters of public opinion have been fraught with challenges. His struggle for relevance, far from being a simple task, has become a complex game of chess where each move is scrutinized, each decision dissected. The struggle continues. And as we've seen, his actions have only exacerbated the situation. They've painted a picture of a prince who is more concerned with his image than with the responsibilities that come with his title. In conclusion, the struggle for relevance continues for Prince William. His attempts to gain more attention have not worked. His frustration is palpable. The impact on his public perception has been negative. Prince William's struggle for relevance continues, but his actions have only made the situation worse. Thank you for joining us today on the Sussex Ambassador channel. Your interest and time spent engaging with our content is highly appreciated. We strive to keep you informed, to offer unique perspectives and insights into the lives of those who, by birth or marriage, find themselves under the royal spotlight. We hope that through our content, you gain a deeper understanding of the intricate dynamics that exist within these storied walls. Our aim is to dissect, to discuss, and to delve into the heart of matters that may often seem superficial. If you wish to continue on this journey with us, do subscribe to the Sussex Ambassador channel. Each subscription supports us in our mission to bring you more insightful content, to keep the conversation going, and to continue our exploration of the royal realm. Remember to subscribe and join us next time for more. Thank you for watching.